Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Jerry.
And we are the
Military Collectibles Shop. So, thanks for joining us for another edition of What's New at the Military Collectibles Shop. It's been a little while since we were able to do one of these, so thanks for your patience. Thanks for sending Mark all the fan mail and letting him know that you want to see him. So we've got some more stuff to share with you. So without further ado, let's start with
this orange box. What could be in an orange box, Mark?
Actually, the box actually says German Military Insignias ETO. Love seeing boxes like that.
Well, let's see. We have a shoulder board.
Nice early pattern. The early ones use this kind of pointed style versus the later we see them rounded, which we'll be showing you later.
We have a Luftwaffe Eagle that was cut off of uniform, but the neat part about it is it's still got the uniform material on the back.
That's cool.
I wonder if I know anybody that collects these cut off pieces.
That is cool.
All right, we got a belt buckle. Seems to be SS, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice combat steel one.
We have a police shoulder board. And this number 40, was that determined to be?
I think it's SA. Brown shirt, stormtroopers. Usually the black is for SA Group Berlin Brandenburg, but I'm not sure with the gold colored cording on it. It's got the RZM tag on the back, which is nice, and it also looks like it was actually removed from a uniform. But a nice early tab. We don't see a lot of the SA tabs.
We have a Luftwaffe flak tab that's pretty soft.
Probably came from the same uniform as the Eagle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see, we have a railroad. This would be off of the soft hat.
I'm not completely sure what that's off of, yeah.
Some type of railroad insignia.
Bonschutz, something or other. Oh, this is kind of neat. This is a early police Eagle. Normally we see these with the wreath around it. It doesn't have the wreath around it, so I don't know if this could have been used by some other forces or what the dealio was with it. But neat looking Eagle, anyhow.
Maybe it was just too much of a hassle to bring the wreath back.
Right. And then some other tinnies.
Yeah, we got some tinnies in here.
And a ball bearing. I always love finding stuff like this because you know there was a story. It's like the GI thought enough about this to pick it up and bring it home, and it's kind of heavy. What was, where did he find it? Was it Schweinfurt? Was it out of a tank? Did he bring it home for his kid?
We have his dog tag too.
Always nice to help kind of tell the story of where the stuff came from.
Little hat button. And for some reason there's a steel arrowhead. But it was in there.
Yeah, again, always a story. And some bullets and some other crap. All right, we move on. I got a helmet. Army helmet M35. Liner's a little toasty. Unfortunately, a double decal that had been camo painted over, exposing the Eagle decal, but then somebody went digging for decals. Wah, wah. I mean, it's got the tricolor on it, but somebody went looking for it. Too much watching Rat Patrol in the 1960s, because obviously if the Germans thought enough of it to camouflage themselves, they wouldn't put a bright white and red thing on the side. But it's still a nice solid helmet, actually named to the guy. Liner's a little worse for the wear, but it's a solid German helmet.
That's cool. Looks like we have possibly Japanese flags.
Favorite bring back of the GIs and Marines. Oh, nice period pieces.
These are like cotton, not the silk ones that we usually see.
Got in a armband. They're known as the invasion armbands. They're really just identifier armbands. And this one's a little more unusual because it's got the folded edge to it. So kind of neat.
Oh, we got another World War I Red Cross cane. Fortunately, I'm sure the Red Cross during World War I made a lot of these.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I got a 101st Division first pattern patch. What a lot of people don't realize is that the 101st was actually formed here in Milwaukee. The headquarters unit was formed here in Milwaukee in 1918. So they existed for about 6 months before they were disbanded, and then again reconstituted later on. So this is the early patch, and this is actually Old Abe, which was carried in the Civil War by the 8th Wisconsin, I believe.
Yeah.
And the shape of the patch is actually the shield patch of the Corps badge of the 8th Wisconsin. And the sort of strange part about this patch is that the flames down at the bottom represent when there was actually a fire in the Wisconsin state capitol, and Old Abe, who was stuffed by that time, unfortunately was burnt. So
became Crispy Abe.
Right. And thus Popeye's Fried Chicken was born. No, I'm kidding. But it's Wisconsin Fried Eagle. No, that's wrong. But it's a nice early 101st patch, and this one is going to go in the Jerry collection of 101st patches. Even though it's not airborne, there's enough of a Wisconsin-Milwaukee connection, so I'll be keeping this one. But it's a cool patch, kind of a rare patch. Happy to find it.
Okay. We got a flag, a German flag that has been kind of cut down from its original size.
Not uncommon for German souvenirs. When the GIs were grabbing them, they'd, if it was a big long banner, the guy probably thought, why do I need this whole thing?
Shortened it up, maybe used the pieces for toilet tissue. Who knows? But
this is a nice one. It's a German state service flag. So this would have been flown from like headquarter buildings or official buildings. Again, this was a flag that normal people, civilians, just couldn't own and fly. The Germans had laws about that. So headquarters building flag, nice bright colors, kind of a nice displayable size. A lot of times these are found and they're real big. So we had one time where the eagle was ginormous.
Yeah,
and
it was like a 5-foot eagle. It was
it was. I think it was like a 16-foot flag or 20-foot flag. It was a big flag. But yeah, nice flag we got in. And then we finally got in some daggers. So, eat your heart out, Thomas Whitman. Yeah, okay. Maybe these aren't quite Whitman grade daggers, but we're happy we got some daggers in, because daggers have been non-existent lately. You know, there's almost like a weird dagger shortage going on. So,
let's see. We have a navy dagger here, and it has a plain blade, no engraving, but still, it has kind of like special engraving.
You want engraving? We should look at these bayonets. We've got a couple of parade bayonets with the in memory of my service time dedication.
Yep. Of course, they come in pairs.
So that one's actually got a unit marking on it for the something infantry 9th Company of the 3rd Battalion of the 20th Infantry Regiment. So we can actually do a little bit of unit research, find out where they were from. Got a decent early first model Luftwaffe dagger. This has always been one of my favorite daggers. I thought I liked the Art Deco look to it. You know, very flowy and swoopy. Decent blade. Eichhorn. Nice big dagger.
And we have a couple of second pattern Luft daggers. This is a WKC.
This one is unmarked. Probably later war. But nice to find. Set of Luftwaffe hangers.
RZM SA dagger.
The SAs are probably the most common German dagger that you'll find. There are over 3 million men in the organization, so there's over 3 million daggers. This is kind of an unusual one. This is for the NSFK, the National Socialist Flieger Corps, the glider pilot's daggers. And what's interesting about this one is typically these have a blue Moroccan leather on them, not unlike the first pattern Luftwaffe dagger. But this particular maker actually made them with anodized aluminum. So it's actually blue anodization over the crackle finish to give the appearance of leather, but it's actually not leather. So that's a nice find.
All right. We got a couple of nice army daggers. This one's pretty sharp.
Yeah, and this one's made by Holler.
And this is made by somebody else.
That was kind of an unusual maker. I haven't seen that maker before. We got some small insignia, German Army Officer's Eagle, another German Luftwaffe hat eagle.
An SS Cap Eagle, which is unusual because this is apparently original.
And some RAD medal for the Labor Corps and a medal for the West Wall.
And some German thread. But we also got another Gebirgsjäger tunic.
Yay!
Woohoo! This one doesn't have the Gebirgsjäger shield patch, Edelweiss, but it's still an earlier tunic, so they didn't really have those until in the middle of 1939 anyway. So, but it's a cool uniform. I don't think it fits, but yeah.
A couple other things. Not that that's not ending on a high note, but we got some reproduction. Actually, they're not really reproduction because they are original Cochrane boots, jump boots. They're just newly made in brown for the airborne reenactors. But beautiful sets. Got in actually an American mountain parka from a 10th Mountain guy. Reversible.
Isn't that supposed to be the rare one without the
fur?
Without the fur.
Yeah, there were a couple different versions. I think there was a hooded one, a non-hooded one, the fur one, and then the fur one without the hood where they just had to wear the fur like a boa. Just want to see if you're paying attention. And then a World War I U.S. Army overcoat. You know, just not, you don't find them as much. They wore them a lot, but guys brought them home and they wore them out. So, yeah, so a nice smattering of various stuff. Again, happy with the daggers, very happy with the tunic, happy with the helmet. You know, I mean, I'm happy with the patch, happy with the armband. I'm just happy.
Happy, happy, happy.
Right. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Mark.
And we are the Military Collectibles Shop. Remember to subscribe, like us, do all the things you need to do so you can keep getting videos like this. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
Hello?